One of the biggest failures in the video game industry was shut down only 2 weeks after release, and the internet promptly roasted Sony and Firewalk Studios. But we were questioning what was going to happen with the secret level video game anthology series because we knew that Concord was getting an episode in a series that is this small, and there's only a couple of franchises that are getting featured. You would think that they would be the biggest names in the industry. We're talking names that people are instantly going to recognize, but Sony clearly was banking on Concord being a massive release for them, it being a true blue Overwatch competitor. That's why they put over $500 million into buying the studio and creating this game. But when Concord was shut down only 2 weeks after release, we asked what was going to happen. They confirmed it was still being aired, and people are now roasting the brand new teaser because this game's dead, right? If you're a normie and you're watching Secret Level and you get to the Concord episode, you might think to yourself, okay, this actually looks pretty decent. I'm going to go check out the game. And then you're led down this rabbit hole looking at what happened, the development history, and the subsequent death of not only this game, but the studio in totality. This is not a good look for anybody affiliated with this project, whether it is Secret Level or Concord, Sony, Firewalk. It's a bad look. And what's even more hilarious isn't just the fact that they have an episode for a game that died that quickly and is one of the largest failures in the industry, but also the tagline that they are running with for this. So as you can see on screen, it says groundbreaking stories inspired by your favorite games. There was only a couple of people who ended up getting a chance to play this game, never mind it being their favorite. I'm sorry, but if you created an amazing story for this episode and you genuinely enjoyed it, you're going to be so disappointed when you search this game up and see that it's not actually in existence anymore. Maybe this episode will be fantastic, but it doesn't matter because we're never getting any other Concord content. People are saying things like releasing an episode for a game that no longer exists, and I can't even believe they're going to release this episode. They already created it. They've already put a lot of time and money into it. They probably were like, oh, we might as well air it and try to give people a little bit more content, but it just goes to show how far in advance companies plan, because this was planned years ago when Sony bought Firewalk. Maybe they ended up buying Firewalk because this deal was already being made, though I don't know how Firewalk would have gotten a deal with Amazon without Sony's help. Maybe Sony and them had partnered, they made this deal, Sony decided, oh wow, this is going to blow up in popularity, so we're going to put the $200 million forward to buy the studio. Who knows? But this chain of events is crazy. The only place you can actually discover Concord now, and it's a trash pile, and it's deserving of this because it was a terrible experience. You had these characters who were super, super cringeworthy. You had a very, very generic set of maps, mid-combat abilities. I can't really say anything nice about this game except maybe there were a few developers on the team who were genuinely passionate, though their work did not shine through. People are obviously trolling, saying, wow, this really got me interested. I can't wait to play this game. I bet it has a massive player base. Whoa, this looks so cool. This is based off of a game. Where can I download it? Endymion said, thank God the game died, because even from the sneak peek, it just looks like a bargain bin Guardians of the Galaxy and really generic. This was a massive problem with the title. It was super generic all around. And then, of course, you had the cringeworthy stories. And I do agree that it just looks like a Star Wars and Guardians of the Galaxy mashup. And there is nothing to really get me interested in this episode. I will watch it for the memes. Otherwise, I would have skipped it because Concord is just not the experience that it should have been. So They're talking about how you can discover Concord and how their episodes are based off of your favorite games, even though nobody had this as their favorite game or game of the year. And you can't really discover Concord because you can't even buy it and download it anymore, as it is dead and was one of the biggest failures in the video game industry. So I will be interested to see if any of the developers actually come forward and make a statement about this episode airing. But for now, that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.